Now to a story about a duo considered the pioneers of Cape Breton comedy. Hughey and Allan brought the world a unique brand of East Coast humor and the ability to poke fun at ourselves.
Behind all the laughs was a beautiful lifelong friendship. CTV's Ryan MacDonald tonight with a special look at their legacy.
The only thing he left the wife was 11 kids.
Well, that's not bad.
A dry delivery, dressed up in Scottish accents that are only a wee bit exaggerated. This is vintage Hughey and Allan.
I said, I didn't see old Rover, the dog, when I was at your place the other day. Well, Allan said, we had to shoot Rover. I said, was the dog mad? Well, he wasn't very pleased.
The only thing as unmistakable as their wit was their chemistry. Indeed, Hughey MacKenzie and Allan MacDougall, a meat packer and a car salesman by day, were a match made in comedic heaven on stage.
We don't pay any attention to the audience. We talk to each other, and we're just telling stories that we heard.
Tales from around the kitchen table, growing up in early 20th century Cape Breton.
Old-time Cape Bretoners are the most humorous people in the world.
Oh, yeah.
They, you know, you go back then, we're talking a way back. They didn't have any other entertainment. There was no television or radio even.
What is it about Cape Breton humor that's different?
In this 1982 interview with ATV's Dave Wright, the two admitted they may not have known the answer themselves until they both served in the Army. With soldiers from across the country as a new audience, their quirky stories and East Coast accents struck a chord, and Cape Breton comedy was born.
I think Cape Breton humor is so natural. You know, they don't put on any practice for the thing. Like I said, there'd be friends come to the house, and Father'd ask him a question, and he'd blah, blah, blah for a while, and then before he was over, there was something humorous in it.
Spin your head around like she does.
Bet MacDonald and Maynard Morrison, the dynamic duo behind the Rise and Follies and Cape Breton Summertime Review, say Hughey and Allan gave generations of island comedians a license to poke fun at themselves.
Cape Breton fiddlers have Winston Scotty Fitzgerald and Buddy McMaster. We have, as comedians, we have Hughey and Allan. They're our heroes.
Their comedy was never mean, and I think we've learned that too. We have fun, but we don't hurt people, and that we learned from them.
Hughey and Allan's first ever TV performance came here in this very studio, known then as CJCB Television, all the way back in the mid-1950s.
Cousin Angus. Drunken Angus, you know? Yeah.
In later years, they would be back on Christmas Daddies.
You get to hear Hughey and Allan poking fun at us, sounding like us. They are us.
Jen Shepherd, a member of the current Daddy's House Band in Sydney, says watching old footage of the two men performing is like looking in a mirror.
You don't have to hear the introduction. You don't even have to ask who they are. As soon as you hear it, you know it's from Cape Breton.
Hughey died in 1983. It took years before Allan could perform again solo, always feeling like his buddy was by his side.
We just tried to tell humorous stories.
Yeah, like we heard them when we were young.
So we'll let them leave you with one final yarn.
First we got in the Cadillac.
Of course.
Then we went up to her park. She said, I like you, a big husky fella from Cape Breton, she said. You can have anything you want. Yeah. So I took the Cadillac.
Ryan MacDonald, CTV News, Sydney.
Oh, that's good. Leave them on a high note, that's for sure. That was a great look back.
It was a really fun story to watch.